The topic discussion is JSON. This is under module number 5. So this JSON, it is an acronym of JavaScript Object Notation, and this is actually a lightweight text-based open standard, and it is designed for human-readable data interchange. And this JSON, it is especially, originally specified by this Douglas Crockford, and it was described in RFC 4627, and the official internet media type is application, or we can say it as JSON, and the extension is .json, and this JSON is used within some kind of programming languages called PHP, Perl, Python, and Ruby, Java, etc., etc. So 16-year, this is actually a 16-year web development professional, and it is almost entirely a self description, like self start only, and it has used various Ajax ESQ data technologies since 2000, and it including XML, MS, data islands, and AMF or Flash. So this JSON we can use in multimedia side also, and it develops JavaScript based web apps that depend upon JSON for data workflow, so that the user's workflow will get reduced. So what is JSON? And because it is a human readable data interchange, so it is lightweight, and when we comparing with XML and syntax, data types, usage, and live example we will see. And this is, I already discussed that it is a lightweight text based data interchange format, and it is human readable too, and human can easily understand the statements, and it is completely language independent, and it is totally based on subset of JavaScript programming language, and it is easy to understand, manipulate, and generate. So it is not complex because it is document format, and markup language, not markup language like it is some little bit comparing with when we compare with XML, it's a markup language, but not very similar to XML also. It's a programming language too. And why we can use this JSON? Because it is a straightforward syntax. Why means it is a lightweight text-based open standard for human readable data interchange, and they can easily understand the statements too. It is easy to create and manipulate, and this can be natively passed in JavaScript using EVA evaluation function, and supported major JavaScript frameworks because it provides a rich interaction between the desktop applications and Windows applications, so that to reduce the we can reduce some kind of rich interaction between the client and server side, and it's supported by most backend technologies. When we're talking about the advanced Java and all, in front end we had a easiest JavaScript based application which will be happening in that front end, where this JSON will be supported by most backend technologies. And the comparing JSON with XML, like what are the similarities when we compare with XML, we will see now. It is a plain text formats and self-describing, I mean human readable, and hierarchical. Values can contain the list of objects or values. And what are the dissimilarities when comparing JSON with XML? And it is lighter and faster than XML because it is human readable, and JSON uses typed objects. All XML values are typeless strings, but in XML we do have documented definition and typed strings. Here typeless strings we do have, and must be passed at runtime, and less syntax and no semantics over here, and properties are immediately to JavaScript code because this is a backbone of the JavaScript is also one of the language we are using over here. And here lack of namespace. When we're talking about the drawbacks of JSON, what are the knocks? Lack of namespaces. But in XML we do have namespaces and no inherent validation, because in XML it has documented definition, templates, but in JSON there is not there, and it's not extensible, and it's basically not like XML except it is a markup language. And JSON object syntax. Um, this is an set of names or value pairs, and it begins with open brace, same as like our XML concept, and it ends with closed brace, and this is also the same as like with XML, and each name is followed by colon, and we can see that also in XML in markup language. And name or value pairs are separated by commas by using the comma special operator. If you want to separate things, if you want to separate some variables, means you can use this comma. So this is a JSON example as we discussed in this previous one. We can give a name of variable, then we can use open brace, and you can give value for that, and by using this colon you can this is also this is actually for the before slide, some same syntax for this which we available applicable in this JSON example. And by separating the variables, you can use comma. You can see here nor WALK comma CT. Inside this double quotation I have given the comma for that. And it turns out both $.get method and $.post methods are actually shortened forms for this jQuery and Ajax method, because if you want to request, if you want to submit the information, then Ajax request is get created, and this will be moved to the specified URL path to pass the information. Even though when we are talking about the query strings and all the data, when you start typing in Google search box, you can that time what will happen, JavaScript let off the data server, and the server will do his job by saving, and the information will be processed through the specified URL location. So the Ajax method has two versions over here. The first thing, it takes two parameters. One is URL and another one is plain object, and it contains any of over 30 fields. And second version with only one parameter, which is very commonly we are used. And the URL is but one of the key value passed in plain object, because it is a lightweight and open standard text based for human data interchange format. So here also we can talk like in get method, it is requested to the browser, and post method we can make two variations over in get and post methods. Can't send any kind of sensitive informations in get method, and in post method there is no restrictions over. And in get we do have some kind of restrictions about the characters around 2000.